Hello, I'm Fast Lawyer. Today we're going to review Max Mustard VR, a game released on the Steam store October 16th, 2024 by developer Toast Interactive. It normally retails for $30. I received a free Steam key through the Steam Creator Connect program to review this game. I tested it out on the Meta Quest 3 using Link Cable and Steam Link as well. Max Mustard is a made-for-VR platformer with 40 unique levels. It's a mix of classic third-person action as well as some first-person sections with some mini games thrown in there as well. It took me about 6.5 hours to beat the game, and I would estimate it would take most people 5 to 7 hours to complete the game as well. Now, I did enjoy playing Max Mustard. I think it's a very fun, creative game with levels that has a nice variety to them and colorful, vibrant worlds that are a joy to visit. The game is running on the Unity engine. On my RTX 3080, I was getting mostly 90 frames per second. However, I did notice a few game stutters along the way, and unfortunately that is noticeable in a game like this that has constant platforming. Performance was otherwise fine, and for the most part this game was bug free, but I did run into a major bug near the end of the game. I included a video clip of this bug at the end of this video so you'll see for yourself, but basically my character would despawn out of the map and I was unable to complete the level until I was able to beat it without even falling once. Now, there is no locomotion as the camera automatically moves along with Max. However, you do have snap turning available, and that'll actually be important to use in order to get a good view of the map and not miss any collectibles or secret items. Now, along with the 40 levels I mentioned, there's 4 different boss fights and 8 different upgrades you can make to your character. Now, I played this game seated, and I think that's the recommended way to go. With the snap turn being available, I really never had a problem with seeing the map or seeing where I needed to go or the different platforming sections. However, sometimes you'll have to look up or down and it might cause a slight strain on your neck, and sometimes it is difficult to gauge the depths due to the 3D, and it might be difficult to tell your exact position, and I did fall like once or twice just because of this. Now, obviously this is a Quest port to PC VR and PSVR 2, and I actually bought this game on the Quest so I can make a little bit of a comparison. This is definitely the best looking version of Max Mustard. Like I said, the game was running mostly fine and the worlds are crisp and clear with vibrant colors and vivid worlds. So even though we don't have the highest resolution textures in this game, it still looks noticeably better than the Quest version. So the PC VR or the PSVR 2 are definitely the versions to get if you're a fan of Max Mustard. Now, there is actually a story to Max Mustard, but it's all really just through text only, and they're very brief and there's not much to it. This game is basically a series of levels interconnected to each other where you're given new challenges and then they're expanded upon. There are no voiceovers other than some cute noises from the creatures in this world. The main character sometimes does react to what's going on. She'll sometimes look at you or try to get your attention, but it's not like Moss where you'll be giving high fives or petting her or anything like that. The gameplay is really where this game stands out, and the main thing is that the gameplay is always evolving. There's 40 levels, but they're each different and have different challenges. They have different themes as well. Some of them are purely third-person platforming action, but some are mini games and some involve first-person either shooting action or helping out Max Mustard. And the challenge is just fine-tuned exactly right. The gameplay is challenging at times, but the game is also very forgiving. For the most part, checkpoints are pretty generous, although there's some pretty long sections without checkpoints, but those are few and far between and really not that difficult. And the boss fights actually have checkpoints to them, which I was happy about because those boss fights would have been much tougher without them. Now, I did enjoy the musical soundtrack to this game as well. However, my complaint here is that there wasn't enough variety with the music. It could have done with 1 or 2 extra soundtracks. My only complaint about the gameplay is that I think there could have been more impactful upgrades For a lot of them, I could barely tell the difference. And when I got to the end of the game, a lot of those coins and mud pups that I was collecting ended up just being extras that I didn't use. I think a way to improve this is to make those extra coins and mud pups go towards skins that would have really motivated you to try to collect them all. And lastly, this is not really a complaint about the game, but I do think the developer kind of missed the mark as far as pricing for this game. Like I said, this game is 5 to 7 hours long, but it's a $30 game. The problem here is that it doesn't match the AAA production values to be able to charge $30 for a platforming game. Keep in mind, this competes with a game like Moss Part 1 or Part 2, and although those games started originally as $30, they've come down in price to $20 normal price, and that's the current competition. And I would say $30 for a platforming game without a story, without voiceovers, might be a bit too much. Overall though, I do think this is a very good game. I had fun playing Max Mustard. This is one of those games that's perfect for kids and also for grown-ups. Now, if you're like an expert platformer, this game might be too easy for you, but I thought the challenge was just right. It's family friendly, but there's enough here that even a guy like me can enjoy it. And I will say this is one of the best platformers in VR. I've not played Astrobot because I don't have the original PSVR, but a lot of people have made that comparison. I would say that this game is perfect if you love Moss but are looking for more of a platforming challenge. And if I have to rate this game, I would give it a very good 7.5 out of 10. I did knock the score down a little bit just due to the technical difficulties that I faced, and like I mentioned, at the end of this video you'll see the bug that I ran into. Hopefully the devs will be able to fix that soon. Anyways, that's my review for Max Mustard VR. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and as always, have a wonderful day and enjoy the rest of the video.